YouTube, how we doing? Today we're going to be going over trades for Deshaun Watson. We did this in the last video looking at trade ideas that were given by I think it was Sports Illustrated. Today we're going to be using Fanspo's trade machine, and we are going to be building our own trade. So if you want to go over to Fanspo and do your own trades here for Deshaun Watson, go on ahead. It's a ton of fun to try and figure out how to balance these contracts and such. But as you see here, it's kind of tough. The Texans only have $9 million in cap space. When you get rid of Deshaun Watson, it frees up a lot of it. But there's a lot of teams right now. So the first one I'm going to go into is a team that we cannot trade to, and that is the New Orleans Saints, who are ironically the front runner. And the reason why is they have negative $17 million in cap space. You give them Deshaun Watson, negative 52, and the contracts are just not big enough here. As we see Davenport, Roby, etc. And that's because of all the restructures they were doing and all that. I just think the contracts are not necessarily up to date, in my opinion, because I feel like the cap hits are going to be a lot higher for some of these guys. Like Lattimore is only $1 million. I'm pretty sure his cap hit is like $27 million this year. So, yeah, I think that it's just a little bit out. So we can't do the Saints, unfortunately. But what we will do is start off with the Atlanta Falcons. And the Falcons are one that almost made the playoffs last year with their roster, and that's a lot to Arthur Smith, who, some see as a quarterback guru, good coaching staff, good offensive line. I think this would be a good spot for him to go, and we are not going to send Matt Ryan in this deal. So we're going to start off. Grady Jarrett is going to be moved. He's in the last year of his deal anyway. Let's get over Deshaun Watson over to the Falcons here. We're also going to be moving down here Caleb McGarry to the Texans, and then to free up that money, we're just going to get somebody who, we'll get Lafayette Pitts to finish up that money. So Grady Jarrett, Caleb McGarry, and Pitts is going to free up the money on both sides, and then it comes to the picks. So what we're going to do here for the Falcons, we're going to give them a top 10 pick here. We're going to give them all of our seconds this year. Then we're going to go to next year, and we're going to give them our first this year, a second, and I feel like we're missing another one. Oh, sorry, there we go. So 3 first-round picks, 3 first-round picks and 4 second-round picks, plus McGarry, Jarrett, and Pitts to get the deal done. Let's go ahead and try this trade, see how it is, and it's a success. So he has a no-trade clause, but that is the haul for Deshaun Watson. If the Texans have to throw a pick back as well, maybe a mid day 3 pick, that wouldn't be too bad. But that's a lot of value going over here. And if you guys want to know what the value is, go through here. And it's showing, this is a big value point for the Texans to get a lot of this value back for Deshaun Watson. So we're going to go ahead and try another trade. So we'll go back over to the trade machine. Yes, we're going to leave this page and go back here, and we're going to go back over to the Houston Texans here. The next trade we're going to be doing is Cleveland. The Browns emerged and had a meeting with him yesterday, and it shouldn't be too bad. So let's go with Baker Mayfield here, who's playing on the 5th-year option. We're going to go down here just a little bit. We're going to go get John Johnson, and then last but not least, we're going to get a corner in Greedy Williams. So this is 3 younger talents for the Texans. And what we're going to do here is not going to give them any seconds. We're going to keep all the second-round picks we have for the Cleveland Browns, but we are going to give them our next 3 first. So that's first in this year, 2023, and 2024. Plus those guys. The money seems to match up as long as we move Deshaun Watson over. There we go. The money seems to match up. Let's try the trade, and it's a success. Again, good value for the Texans, who are going to get a good DB, another safety. They lost Justin Reed. Greedy Williams can add to that corner room. Baker Mayfield can be that quarterback, or Davis Mills can have another year. And the 3 first-round picks are going to do good for them as Deshaun Watson goes to Cleveland with Amari Cooper. I think that's going to be awesome. So we'll go over here, and now we're going to switch it to our third team. That's going to be the Carolina Panthers. So scrolling all the way down here, there's a lot of things the Panthers can do, but this is going to be similar to if you watched my last video. It's going to be pretty much the same trade we saw in the last one. It's going to be C.J. Henderson and Brian Burns over to the Texans for Deshaun Watson. And then the picks they're going to get back, it's going to be 3 firsts and a second in 2024. It's the reason we keep doing 3 firsts is that is the asking price from the Texans, 3 firsts and some players. And again, we'll make sure this trade can go through, and it does. Again, just seeing the value here. Panthers are getting a lot of value here, going through and getting Deshaun Watson to add to this team. Personally, I love this deal for the Texans too, because Brian Burns is that edge rusher that can go opposite of Grenard. Henderson can be a addition there, but also these picks. You're getting the 6th overall pick, and possibly some other mid to late first round picks and a second. I think that's going to be a very good haul for the Texans as well. So if you like Carolina's deal, let me know in the comment section below. Whichever deal you like the most, let me know in the comment section below. So we got 2 more trades. These are not trades that are going to be official at all. These are just more fun trades. So out of the official trades, those first 3, which one do you like the most? We're going to be one of the Vegas Raiders here and seeing how they get Deshaun Watson. Now, they're pretty good in cap space. They only need to free up 5.9, so about $6 million. So what we're going to do here with Corey Littleton and Carl Nassib are both already cut. So let's go ahead and cut them from this roster. Let's see here. Modify contract and release. Perfect. Save and close. And then Carl Nassib also was cut today. So we'll go ahead and release him as well. Perfect. Now, still $5.9 million. Those are dead cap money. Foster Moreau and Clelin Ferrell are going to be the guys we're going after here. See if we can get revivals for their careers. And also get a good young tight end and see if he can be that guy. So it seems to line up. Deshaun Watson's here. Texans there. And the Texans still have a lot of money to spend. But because they're not giving up much, they're going to have to give up more in the pick department. So we're going to give our 1st and 2nd this year. We're going to give our 1st and 2nd next year. And then we're going to give our 1st and 4th in 2024. And again, we'll go through the trade, make sure it's good. It's a success. So, yeah, dead cap moves for the Raiders. They're cutting these guys. Deshaun Watson's coming in. Not the best trade that the Texans can get player value-wise, but pick-wise, that's a lot of picks, especially this year. Those 1st and 2nd round picks are going to be solid for them if they wanted to move him to Vegas. But that is also staying in the conference, which is something they said they didn't really want to do. So that's the last one. The last one here for this trade is one that wouldn't happen, but was linked for a very partial second, but it just doesn't make sense to do, and that's the New York Giants. The New York Giants just don't have the cap space. They're negative $6 million. So in order to do this trade for Deshaun Watson, Leonard Williams would have to be in the deal. James Bradbury would have to be in the deal. And Logan Ryan would have to be in the deal. And if you do that, you now have enough money to do Deshaun Watson. But the picks the Giants would have to give are not as much as other teams. You'd give up 5 and 7, but those are 2 top 10 picks. So really, the only thing you have to do is give up another first-round pick, and that's 2023's first. So that's 3 first-rounders, and that is a lot of value for the Texans. And I think that would be the best trade. I just don't see it happening for the Giants or for the Texans. But that is a lot of value for the Texans to get here from Bradbury, Williams, Ryan, and 3 first-rounders. So now they would have pick 3, 5, and 7. That would be an absolute steal. But let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Not a long video. These trades are just quick trades that, could happen. They're not the final deals. They're not the official offers, but definitely could happen here for Deshaun Watson. If you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave it a like. It does help me out a bunch. Subscribe if you are new. And, of course, use code Sormani, SORMANI. Use that on Underdog Fantasy when signing up, and they'll match your first deposit up to $100. Go ahead and hit up all those NFL fantasy bets. Those best ball leagues are an absolute blast. But again, if you did enjoy this content in this video, please be sure to leave that like. If you didn't, that's okay. Just refresh the page and let me know what you think about it the second time. Because without further ado, that's going to be it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one.
How you talking 50K? How you talking making plays or just talking? Yeah. I do this shit on my own time. Time is money, so I did it on my own dime. Word to Bookie, yeah, this homage gave me game. Yeah, he taught me family ties. Put the back there off me. Nah, I can't wait for you.